Hey, this is the part 3 of our story about the Everest Base Camp Trek. Let's be recap of what we have done in the last 2 episodes. We began our journey from Lukla and hiking until Dingboche. It was raining and snowing throughout, and from there, my brother and my friend decided to ascend towards the Everest Base Camp, while I decided to descend slowly back to Periche, Khumjung and Khunde due to AMS. In this part of the story, I will take you through my descent to explore the Khumjung Monastery, Sir Edmund Hillary Visiting Center, Khunde Hospital, and then I also cover Ka Kui and Bernard, who successfully reached EBC and then make the descent to reunite with me at Namche Bazaar. From there, we trekked down to Lukla, ending our incredible journey. This is day 10 in the morning and I descend from Dingboche to Khumjung. So after my breakfast with chapati and masala tea, I start walking on the way to Dingboche. And I unexpectedly met a Canadian guy who stayed in Kuala Lumpur for more than 6 years, and we have plenty to share about Kuala Lumpur's food, our favorite hangout, Malaysia life, etc. Before partying at Khumjung Monastery, we took some photos for remembrance. He was straight on going down to Namche while I divert to Khumjung. The trek today is mostly downhill and easygoing. We stop for lunch at Green Valley Lodge and restaurant, and then up to this point there were quite still lots of trekkers. But once we turn towards Khumjung, in which that is really off the main EBC trail, the path becomes peaceful and quiet. And I love it, as I can see other paths that usually those trekkers only go to EBC will not go through. Khumjung is a charming small Sherpa village. The main street is lined with shops, restaurants and lodges, but once we wander into the small lanes, it becomes a lovely maze of stone houses. That's where the locals live. Every house here I find that is with a green roof, which is so beautiful. After checking into the hotel, we went over to the Hillary School, which is just about 5 minutes away. This is the school that built in 1961 by Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to summit Everest in 1953. At the far end of the school, there is a gold statue of Sir Edmund Hillary near the entrance. By Sir Hillary?
Yeah.
This one?
First building, yeah.
The first building?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then here is 2 classrooms.
2 classrooms?
1 and 2 classrooms, yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And after that, it became a center.
We went to visit the visiting center, which is located inside the school. And where we are here now, the visiting center is in fact the first ever 2 classroom that has been built for the school. Are you a teacher?
No.
You are not teacher?
Yeah, I'm teacher, but I have to look around here.
I see. Every day open?
Yeah, every day.
Oh, that's very good. But now, no children today?
Yeah, because the vacation, the festival.
Oh, now,
Now it's festival.
A festival.
Holiday. It's like
A holiday,
yeah,
I
one
see.
month.
Inside the center, there are some photos about Hillary's work
I
in this
see.
region and some old students' drawing and their homework. I also watched a documentary film about Sir Hillary's journey of summiting the Everest. Next, we took a short walk through the village and go up to the Khumjung Monastery. It is a beautiful monastery high above the village, painted in red and surrounded by houses with green rooftops. The highlight of this monastery is of course the Yeti scalp that is displayed in a long glass case right at the center of the hall. It looks like a brownish dome of fur which is about 6 inches across, and below there's a photo of the Yeti. The first floor displays more exhibits about Sir Edmund Hillary, and that's another prayer hall. On day 11, I make a short diversion to Khunde on the way back to Namche. Khunde is a small village that is next to Khumjung, and the reason I'm here is to visit the Khunde Hospital, which are founded by Sir Edmund Hillary. But when I was there, it was too early and the hospital is not fully functioned. I can only be able to take some photos and videos outside the hospital. Then I trekked down to Namche Bazaar slowly. That's full of trekkers, porters, and locals walking around. And I'm really amazed how this lively town was built without any road access for vehicles. Everything I see right in front of my eyes here was carried out by human or animal strength. It's truly incredible. The main strip of Namche, it is filled with cafes, hotels, massage parlors, spas, banks, ATM machines, money changer, shops that are selling hiking gear, and souvenir stores. After that, I returned to my room and suddenly someone knocked my door. And the surprise is my brother. Apparently, they didn't stop at Port Said as planned, but they pushed through a 10-hour hike all the way down from Periche to Namche Bazaar. We left the mountain to Kathmandu the following 2 days. Each of us picked up 2 kilograms of waste at the police checkpoint at Namche to carry it back to the center at Lukla. It's added a little bit of weight to our packs, but doing that it helps to keep this sacred trail clean. It makes it absolutely worthwhile. At the final checkpoint at the Sagarmatha National Park, we proudly dropped the 2 kilograms of waste we carry from Namche Bazaar, and in return, each of us received a small plastic coin, a simple but meaningful token of appreciation. After lunch, we all turned from rock hikers to relaxed tourists, strolling along Lukla, pick up some souvenirs including t-shirts, fridge magnets, caps as mementos. Our small team made it to Everest Base Camp, a relatively simple task for the locals and our porters, but it's a significant challenge for us in terms of physical endurance and adapting to the thin air at high altitude. I chose not to push beyond my limit after being hit by AMS. It wasn't an easy decision, but when I shifted my mindset from individual achievement to team success, I realized that it was a win-win decision and a happy ending for all of us. Goodbye, Everest Base Camp Trek. Thank you for the lessons, the memories, and the unforgettable experience.